students. Last class we had discussed about the Newton's three laws and something like that, and some few terms will be in our class. So today we have to discuss about the gravitational Newton's law, universal gravitational law. Universal gravitational law. Universal gravitational law. Universal gravitational law is nothing but it will be the law it will be used to calculate the force of attraction between one object to the earth. Okay, so you have to consider the earth, two bodies, first body having a mass m1, second body having a mass m2. The two bodies in the space will be attracted to one another. The force of attraction between the two, it will be called as the universal gravitational law. The force, it will be directly proportional to the two bodies will be in a distance of r. So force, gravitational force F will be directly proportional to product of two masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So force of attraction between the two heavenly bodies, it will be directly proportional to the product of masses of the two bodies and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So you have to product of two values, that is, a force will be used in a common way. F will be directly proportional to m1 m2 by r square. So force will be directly proportional to the product of two masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So proportion it will be cancelled out by applying one constant. So that is equal to F is equal to G into m1 m2 by r square. G is a gravitational constant. To ignoring the proportional was the value of G 6.674 in 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram per minus 2. So that is the value of G. So G is a gravitational constant. What's the value of the gravitational constant is 6.674 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram per minus 2. So what is the universal gravitational law? Newton's universal gravitational law states that force of attraction between the two heavenly bodies is directly proportional to product of two masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. F will be proportional m1 m2 by r square. So proportional will be cancelled out by adding the constant G. So F is equal to G into m1 m2 by r square. G is the gravitational constant, and what's the value of G? G is equal to 6.674 in 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram by minus 2. This is one detail. This is the 4-mark question. So you have to learn thoroughly, and the definition will be asked for 2 marks. Okay, so students note down all the derivations. Then you have to learn also. So go for the next one. Acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity, the symbol is G. What is G? Any one thing will be fell from high to down by the earth gravity. So earth gravity means some of the gravitational forces will be attract that object from high to down. That is the gravitational force. Acceleration in the gravitational force, that is, what's the force formula? F is equal to m into a due to the gravity, m into g. That is called acceleration due to gravity. So gravitational force having some acceleration, that acceleration is acceleration due to gravity. That acceleration due to gravity in the gravitational force, it will be discussed later. Then acceleration due to gravity value is 9.8 meter per second square. So acceleration due to gravity is any one thing, it will be attract from up to down. The gravitational force will be exerted, that the gravitational force having some acceleration, that is acceleration due to gravity. So acceleration due to gravity. Next, so relation between G and G. What is G? What is G? Relation between G and G. relation between G and G is acceleration due to gravity, G is gravitational constant. G value is 9.8 meter per second square, G value is 6.67 in 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram per minus 2. So how will you relate to the two? So you choose, you consider on earth having a mass m, consider one object on the earth, the mass small m. Okay, consider earth having a mass capital M, consider an object on the earth having a mass small m. So gravitational force F is equal to, F is directly proportional to, F is equal to G, gravitational constant, mass of the earth, mass of the object by r square. The distance is r square. So gravitational force F is equal to G into m by r square. That is the gravitational force. Normally the forces will be called m into a. Say m a is equal to, m a according to the law of gravitational force, m into g. So mg is equal to g m by r square. That is the weight of the object, m into g. A is acceleration. Due to the gravity, a it will be converted to g. So m into g is equal to g m by r square. M cancel. So r it will be radius of the earth. So r it will be put the capital letter. So r it will be put in the capital letter because the radius of the earth. So you should mention the capital R. So mg is equal to g m by r square. G is equal to m cancel for both sides. So g is equal to g m by r square. G m by r square. That is the relation between g and g. Capital G and small g. G is equal to g m by r square. That is the relation between g and g. Acceleration due to gravity and gravitational constant. By using this formula, you have to calculate the mass of the earth. How will you calculate? G is equal to g m by r square. So m is equal to g r square by g. G r square by g. So that's the way you know the value of g, you know the value of r, you know the value of g. You have to calculate the mass of the earth. Mass of the earth value is 5.372 in 10 power 24 kilogram. That is the mass of the earth. So mass of the earth you have to calculate in the form of, by using this formula. So that is the relation between G and G. That is the 4-mark question also. Okay. So relation between G and G you have to learn thoroughly and then easily understand the other concepts. Okay, ma? By the way of easily understand the acceleration due to gravity values. Okay, ma? Then go for the next one. Variation of G, variation of acceleration due to gravity. What are the factors to be vary the acceleration due to gravity? So variation of acceleration due to gravity. Variation of acceleration due to gravity. What's the meaning that what the factors to be vary the acceleration due to gravity? What are the factors? You have to consider the formula G m1 m2 by r square. So r square is in the lower part. You have to consider also G formula. G is equal to G m by r square. Okay, ma'am. R is the radius of the earth, should be in the lower part denominator. So r it will be increased, acceleration to be decreased. So r value it will be increases, radius of the earth to be increases, automatically the acceleration due to gravity value is decreases. So radius it will be easily is a factor of variation, easily to vary the acceleration due to gravity. So radius it will be increases and acceleration due to gravity it will be decreases. And then you consider the earth is an elliptical shape. So in the equatorial portion the radius will be higher and the pole part the radius will be lower. So in the equatorial portion radius will be higher, automatically radius to be greater and acceleration due to gravity it will be decreases. And then poles radius to be decreases and acceleration due to gravity is increases. So according to the Newton's law of gravitation, in the equatorial portion radius to be increases and acceleration due to be decreases. In the pole part radius to be decreases and acceleration due to be increases. Depth, altitude increases, acceleration due to gravity decreases. depth increases, acceleration due to gravity is decreases. So 3 factors: r increases, acceleration due to gravity is decreases, altitude increases, height increases, acceleration due to gravity is decreases, and depth increases and acceleration due to gravity is decreases. That are the 3 factors to vary the acceleration due to gravity g. Okay. So students, please note down this, and then you should learn that this is very important for the one words. Okay. Then go for the next one. What is a difference between mass and weight? What are the difference between mass and weight? Already you learned in 11th, 9th standard. So mass and weight. What is mass? Amount of matter containing in a body. What is weight? Mass and weight. Amount of matter contained in a body, that is mass. Weight is equal to W is equal to m into g. What is mg? Weight will be considered as what is the gravitational force exerted on the body. I will stand on that floor. My whole body will be giving the force to the floor. That is due to the gravity. So weight will be is equal to m into g. Mass of our body and acceleration due to gravity is g. So weight is equal to W is equal to m into g. Mass is a scalar quantity, but weight is a vector quantity. So mass is the amount of matter is containing in a body. Weight W is equal to m into g. Okay. Then g will be vary from some other planets. So our Earth having the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square, but Moon having 1.65. So some all other planets having some various values. So weight of one person on the Earth, on the Moon, it does not vary. It will be vary, but mass does not vary. Mass does not vary, but weight will be vary due to the gravity on Earth and the Moon. Moonku Earthku mass vary ஆக போறதில்ல ஒரு thing நீங்க வைக்கும்போது, but weight will be should be different because due to the acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity value it will be vary from Moon and Earth and some other planets. Okay. Then next one is apparent weight. We go for the next one, that is apparent weight. What's the meaning that apparent weight? Apparent weight is the opposite force of your body. Apparent weight is denoted as capital A R. So apparent weight is nothing but it is the opposite force to your body. You are giving the force to the floor, and floor will be giving the upward force to your body. That is called apparent weight. So apparent weight the R is equal to, so nearly is the same but in the opposite. So how will you calculate the apparent weight? You have to consider one phenomena, that is lift. Lift will be moving. 4 cases we will taken out. One is lift is moving upward and lift is moving downward. A lift in the rest position and lift in freely falling downward. The 4 cases we will taken out. One is lift is moving upward. Lift is moving upward. Lift and look you move. So lift is moving upward. What's the meaning that? A reaction force. What's the reaction force? Apparent weight will be very much greater than the normal weight. Normal weight is lower than the apparent weight. Because upward force is greater, the lift is moving up. So R is greater than normal weight. R is greater than normal weight. So net weight, net force Ft is equal to the sum of the two forces. Sum of the two forces mean R is greater, so R, but it will be opposite with another. So sum of the two forces means R minus W. So net force is equal to sum of the two forces. But the two forces they will be opposite with one another, and R force is greater than the W. Normal weight apparent weight will be greater. So R minus W. Normally net weight will be normal force is equal to M into A. So that is R is M G minus M into A. So R minus W. So MA is equal to R minus W. So R is equal to, that is W is equal to MA is equal to R minus W, weight is equal to M into G. So R is equal to automatically MA plus M into G. So R is equal to M into G plus A. That is apparent weight. That is called apparent weight. Apparent weight, the lift is moving upward apparent weight is very much greater than the actual weight. So net force is equal to addition of two forces, apparent weight and the actual weight. Apparent weight will be greater, that it will be opposite to the normal weight. So R minus W, R minus W, இது புரியுதா உங்களுக்கு? So normal weight விட apparent weight வந்து என்னது opposite, but it will be greater. So R minus W, R minus W, net force is equal to M into A. So M into A, R minus mg, R is equal to M A plus mg, R is equal to M into G plus A. This is one case, and another one case, lift is moving downward. Lift is moving downward. So normal weight will be greater than the apparent weight. So R is less than normal weight. So R is less than apparent weight means R is less than apparent weight. So net force is equal to, which is greater, normal weight. So normal weight minus apparent weight. So net force is equal to, what is the formula for net force? Normally what is the formula for force? M into A. So M into A, weight is M into G minus R. So apparent weight R is equal to mg minus M into A. So R is equal to mg minus A. That is the formula for apparent weight. This case, apparent weight will be very much greater than the normal weight. This case, apparent weight is less than the normal weight. This case, apparent weight R is equal to M into G plus A. Apparent weight R is equal to M into G minus A. Okay, third one, lift to be rest. Lift is rest. Rest means does not moving in up and down. So R is equal to W. Normal weight will be equal to actual weight. So normal weight will be equal to actual weight. So M into R value is 0. So normal weight, lift is to be rest. Normal weight will be equal to the actual weight. So R is equal to 0 because G minus not a gravity value, not a acceleration value. So R value it will be 0. But last cases, it will be freely falling body. That lift is freely falling downwards. Freely falling downwards means A will be equal to G. You have to calculate, you have to consider that the R value, that is R is equal to M into G minus G. That value A is equal to G. Freely falling, so it will be continuously, the acceleration is act on the gravity. So A is equal to G. So R is equal to M into G minus G. So automatically R it will be equal to 0. So fourth case is R is equal to M into G minus A. That is called R is equal to M into G minus G. R is equal to 0. The third case R is equal to W, and fourth case R is equal to 0. So 4 cases will be considered. One is lift is moving upward, lift is moving downward, and lift is in the rest, and lift is freely falling downwards. So 4 cases. First case, apparent weight will be very much greater than the normal weight. So apparent weight R is equal to M into G plus A. Second one, the the object is moving in the downwards. Apparent weight is less than the normal weight. So R is equal to M into G minus A. Third one, lift is in the rest position. So R is equal to W. The apparent weight will be equal to the normal weight. And fourth case, the object will be freely falling downwards. So acceleration is G. So R is equal to M into G minus G, that is R is equal to 0. The 4 cases will be explained the apparent weight. Apparent weight is nothing but that is a reaction force to your body. Okay, ma'am. Then next one is weightlessness. What is the meaning that weightlessness? Weightlessness is nothing but you feel the weight doesn't have you weight. How will you feel the weight? The weight does not have. Weightlessness means weight illama feel பண்றது. That is weightlessness. Weightlessness, how will you feel? Have you gone to the amusement park? Have you ride on a roller coaster or a giant wheel? So roller coaster or giant wheel is moving. You have to move up to down. You have to feel it will be. You have to fly on the sky. So amusement park layo or giant wheel நீங்க மேல இருந்து கீழ வரும்போது automatically you have to your feelness. That is the weightlessness. On the time you have to feel the weightlessness. Weightlessness means one object the object will be freely falling to the downwards. A it will be g. The acceleration due to gravity it will be easily equal to the acceleration due to gravity. That the object having acceleration it will be equal to the acceleration due to gravity. That the object easily freely falling to downwards. This is an important 2 mark also. Why the object will be freely falling to down? That acceleration will be equal to the acceleration due to gravity, that is A is equal to g, that is easily that the object will be freely falling to down. Sometimes we feel the does not having any weight, that is weightlessness. Astronauts as flying the space station they always feel weightlessness, and we have to think that the weightlessness is only doing that only due to the acceleration due to gravity is nothing but space station, that the flying time all over the area that's all are in the same position. That why only giving the person to feel the fly in the space stations. Space station fly ஆகிற மாதிரி ஃபீல் பண்ணுறா அப்படின்னா அது acceleration due to gravity என்னால் மட்டும் இல்லை, அந்த ஸ்பேஸ் ஸ்டேஷன் அவன் நிற்கிற இடம் எல்லாமே ஒரே அட்மாஸ்பியரில் இருக்கும்போது அங்கே இருக்கக்கூடிய ஸ்பீட் எல்லாம் இட் வில் பி ஈக்குவல் டு ஒன் another. ஸோ இட் வில் பி யூ ஹேவ் டு ஃபீல் டு easily fly on the space station or easily fly on the space. Okay, that is called weightlessness. So next the application of Newton's law of gravitation. So applications of Newton's law of gravitation, or the universal law of gravitation, Newton's law of gravitation. You know the law of gravitation. So universal law of gravitation, what's the usage of universal law of gravitation? You have to know the universal law of gravitation, otherwise you have to know the gravitational force, easily identify the dimensions of all heavenly bodies. Mass of the earth, radius of the earth, mass of the other planet, radius of the other planet, distance between the one planet and another planet, that all are the note that you have to know the force of attraction between the two heavenly bodies. One is you should know the dimensions of heavenly bodies. Dimensions of heavenly bodies you should know. Dimensions of heavenly bodies. Dimensions of heavenly bodies you should know. Okay. Second one, irregularity motion of the stars, that is called Uppal. Uppal means irregularity motion of stars. Sometimes the stars will be moving at the sky. You have to feel the stars will be making in a various shapes. That is the irregularity motion of stars. So if you know the gravitational force, you easily identify the irregularity motion of the stars. That is called Uppal. Then third one, roots. How will you root will be instead on the, that is a tropism. Root tropism. Root tropism means the root it will be easily instead on the sand by due to the gravity. That's the concept. It will be also explained by using the universal law of gravitation. Then fourth one is easily identify the new stars and new planets. New stars, new planets வந்து எல்லாரும் இருக்குதா அப்படி நீங்கள் ஈஸியாக செக் பண்ண முடியும். Then fifth one is astronomical objects. One object you have to find it on the space. What the distance between the earth and that heavenly body. So you have to easily identify by using this force, easily calculate the distance between the earth and the other heavenly bodies, other astronomical objects. So 5 points is there. First one is dimensions of heavenly body. Second one is roots. Root, how will you root? It will be inside on the earth, inside on the sand or anything, that it will be calculate. And irregularity motion of moon, and new stars and new planets easily identified, and distance between the one planet and the other planet easily identified. That all are the applications of Newton's law of gravitation. So today we will discuss about that universal law of gravitation and acceleration due to gravity and relation between G and G. What is that? Gravity and gravitational constant relation it will be derived, and what are the factors to be vary the acceleration due to gravity. And fifth one, apparent weight. Apparent weight means the opposite force on the earth, opposite force from the earth to the normal person. Then difference between mass and weight, and apparent weight will be calculated by using the one phenomena, that is lift. One person, the lift is moving upward, lift is moving downward, lift is moving freely downward, and lift is the rest. All the cases we will discuss, we had discussed, and you have to know about the weightlessness and weightlessness in the space stations, and what are the applications of universal law of gravitation. So first lesson is over. So what are the concepts we learned in the first lessons? What are force? What are the types of motions? What is net force? What are the three laws of Newton first law, second law and third law, and inertia, and law of conservation of momentum, and weightlessness, universal law of gravitation, G, and relation between G and G. That all are the concepts in the first lesson, that is called laws of motion. One body is moving, some laws have to be followed to be explained thoroughly to this chapter. So I will assign the homework for today. What is homework? What is the homework? The home assignment, learn the relation between, first one, learn the relation between G and G. Learn the relation between G and G. Second one, learn the derivation of, or learn the universal law of gravitation, Newton's law of gravitation. Okay. First one, learn the relation between G and G. Second one, learn the Newton's law of gravitation. So students, note down and then you have to learn. Okay.